This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Topping our news at this hour, a proposed housing and commercial development that has been stirring up some heated debate takes another big step forward. Manatee County Planning Commissioners gave the okay for this massive development, which will be built in the Long Bar Point area. ABC7's Rick Adams is joining us live from the Manatee County Administration Building in Bradenton with more tonight. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, the meeting was held here earlier this afternoon. Planning commissioners voted 3-2 in favor of this project. A proposed housing and commercial development for Long Bar Point is getting lots of mixed and strong reaction from folks, especially at Thursday's public hearing with Manatee County's planning commissioners. Jane Von Haman, the vice president of the Florida Institute of Saltwater Heritage, is someone who is against parts of this project, mainly because of concerns along Sarasota Bay.
The idea of this, especially this lagoon that they're looking to build along the shoreline, we're not sure about the flushing abilities and if it won't have negative impacts. We'd rather see the shoreline maintained the way it is.
This Aqua by the Bay development would feature nearly 2,900 residences and 78,000 square feet of commercial space. It would be built on 529 acres between El Conquistador Parkway and Sarasota Bay in Manatee County. Longtime Manatee County resident Lori Gale sees a lot of positives from a project like this.
Almost 3,000 homes, 3,000 residences. That's a lot of employment for a lot of people over a very long time. And once it's built, then there are things like remodeling and refurbishing, and people who live there, they're going to shop in the grocery stores. Some of the main issues discussed at Thursday's meeting are environmental concerns and height concerns. Two of the high-rise buildings as part of this project would exceed the 35-foot height limit. One of the buildings would be 130 feet tall, while the other is 50 feet tall. Despite these questions, planning commissioners gave the green light to the project.
I am for property rights. People should be able to develop their property within the laws and the ordinances and the various things that have been set forth to protect the public good.
The developer's Cargor partners, which includes Carlos Baruf, are calling this development a walkable community. None of the developers would comment about this project. And this now goes to the Manatee County Commissioners for approval on May 4th. Reporting live from Bradenton this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. Changes to the Florida Stand Your Ground law are moving through the state legislature. The Florida Senate passed a bill today that would make it clear that residents don't have to be attacked before using force against someone threatening them in their home. Supporters of the change are calling it a clarification and not a change to the intent of the law. The bill removes the word attacked and adds language to make it clear that residents in their home can use force, including deadly force, if they reasonably believe they or others are in danger of death or great bodily harm. A similar House bill still has one more committee stop before it can be heard by the full chamber. Now to a developing story at a Maryland amusement park where authorities say 24 people were stuck mid-air on a stalled roller coaster for hours. Riders became stuck around 5:30 tonight when the cars of Joker's Jinx at the Six Flags in Largo, Maryland, became stuck. The cars hanging about 100 feet off the ground. Prince George's County Fire Department's the high angle team there. They were able to safely get the passengers off of the ride and back down to the ground. Six Flags says the ride will remain closed until it is thoroughly inspected. That's probably a great plan. Now let's head over to Bob and get a check on the nice weather we've been having tonight.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good idea. And speaking of weather, at least they had some pretty decent weather there as they went through that rescue. I was watching it on social media. Fascinating what was going on with that. And for us, very quiet weather for us here. We have had a few clouds around this evening, not much going on. The temperature currently very warm at this hour still. We are looking at 72 degrees with the dew point temperature at 55. And winds are out of the east at 11. That makes it feel a little bit more comfortable out there with that east wind. And the pressure now 38, way up there. That continues to rise now this hour. 68 in Tallahassee at 72 in Sarasota, 70 in Orlando, 74 in Miami, and 74 in Key West. And around the area in the low 70s right near the coast, a little bit cooler in places like Arcadia and Sebring there into the mid 60s. And we are anticipating low temperatures generally into the low 60s. Well, dry air in mid levels and upper levels of the atmosphere will inhibit any kind of significant rainfall for us over the upcoming days. We'll have the details on that coming up in a few minutes. Haley.
Thank you, Bob. This morning, the United States dropped a powerful non-nuclear bomb, but President Trump declined to say whether he personally signed off on the use of this weapon in a strike on ISIS militants in Afghanistan. Stacey Cohen has more on this military action.
We are so proud of our military, and it was another successful event.
President Trump praised the U.S. military after it deployed its most powerful non-nuclear bomb to be used in combat for the first time Thursday. The nearly 22,000-pound Moab bomb was targeting ISIS forces in the Nangarhar province of Afghanistan.
The GBU-43 is a large, powerful, and accurately delivered weapon. We targeted a system of tunnels and caves that ISIS fighters used to move around freely, making it easier for them to target U.S. military advisors and Afghan forces in the area.
Going hard after ISIS was a clear talking point for candidate Trump during the election.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do, believe me. I would bomb the out of them.
What's not so clear, though, is if President Trump himself signed off on the use of the bomb.
Everybody knows exactly what happened, and what I do is I authorize my military. We have the greatest military in the world, and they've done a job as usual. So we have given them total authorization, and that's what they're doing.
General John Nicholson, commander of U.S. forces in Afghanistan, did sign off on it, according to sources. Trump has granted military commanders broader latitude to act independently on several battlefields where U.S. forces are involved, which Trump touted as making a tremendous difference in the fight against ISIS. The military is currently assessing the damage left by the mother of all bombs. I'm Stacey Cohen reporting.
The Northport Police Department is asking for the public's help identifying a suspect wanted for armed robbery. Around 4 p.m., police say a man held up the discount tobacco and beer store located at Northport Center on Tamiami Trail. The suspect allegedly held up a semi-automatic handgun, demanded money from a shopper and the clerk before driving off in what detectives believe to be a white Cadillac with large aftermarket rims. No one was injured in the robbery. If you have any information in this case or you recognize the person in that photo there, you are asked to contact Manatee County Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. Sarasota City Commissioners are considering a new way to address homelessness. The city hired the Florida Housing Coalition 5 months ago to put together a plan, and today the commission announced the 5 key components for the city to focus on, including rapid rehousing, permanent supportive housing programs, and a 50-bed emergency shelter at the Salvation Army. And based on a report released today, the work the coalition has been doing is already paying off. The results of a 2017 point-in-time survey shows the number of homeless individuals has decreased by more than 200 over the last year. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, a nationwide call for disciplinary action after footage is released showing a law enforcement officer kicking a suspect in Georgia. And how going solar with your business may soon lead to tax breaks.
Now's the perfect time to create a custom system with California Closets. During our Door and Drawer event, save up to $500 on beautiful doors and drawers for any room. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at CaliforniaClosets.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on MySuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at MySuncoast.com/dining.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is rated the #1 car brand in safety, and all Subaru models with eyesight are a 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. And you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose big time. Luckily, You can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction and collaborate with our designers to create the perfect custom solution for any room. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the showroom nearest to you.
Well, Bob, you always say it feels good when you go out and you don't really notice the temperature.
Right.
It was kind of like that tonight. It was almost like that
You
tonight.
may have noticed it, the dew point temperatures are down somewhat. Nice east wind. We get that east wind, too. That's a big deal. It keeps things a little bit drier and cooler, at least. Temperatures, although still in the low 70s, it's not like the summer 70s when you have the humidity at 100%. Here's what's going on right now as far as photos go. Nice sunset again tonight. This one from Jill Chandler. Jill on a big pass as the sun was setting. Captain Jill Chandler, and a nice photo sent in as well near Sharky's. So this one coming in from Linda, appreciate that. And the pier was packed full of people watching the beautiful, gorgeous sunset tonight here along the Sun Coast. Weather headlines read like this: near record highs are possible tomorrow. We had a high today of 88 degrees, staying dry, and a beautiful weekend ahead as high pressure continues to hold on and stay in control across much of the state of Florida and the southeast United States. A few showers down to our south, pushing away from us. It appears to be shower activity there. And then as our winds go out of the east, we'll stay pretty nice overnight. A little bit breezy at times, but temperatures are expected to be, looks like on the mild side for the most part. For overnight readings. You can see all this rainfall. If it is rain, indeed, I think it is. I don't think it's military exercises going on down there right now. 72 degrees. Dew point is at 55, and winds are out of the east at 11. The pressure 3018. That's high, and that continues to rise at this hour. The high today was 88 degrees, well above the average of 80. 92 the record, so not too far off from that. In 2007, and this morning's low was 64 degrees. Highs tomorrow will be in the mid-80s for the most part, even near the beaches, as the east wind will be a little bit stronger, so that sea breeze will have a hard time generating and moving inland that quickly. So temperatures will have a chance to get into the upper 80s to near 90 degrees tomorrow afternoon, especially inland areas. The forecast continues to show that steady east wind, everything kind of traveling off to the west right now, and once in a while a lone shower may pop up in the afternoon and evening hours along the west coast of Florida, but that rain chance is very small. And this persistent pattern will stay with us through Sunday and Monday and Tuesday of next week. Long-range forecast not showing much going on at all in terms of rainfall, something we desperately need right now. If you look from October all the way to this day, it is the third driest actual stretch of days that we've had ever recorded, the third driest ever recorded from October to this date right now over the last 100 years worth of data. Some rainfall here over Oklahoma City and some pretty big storms just southwest of Dallas pushing off to the east. There's no real major storm system right now across the eastern two-thirds of the nation. Out west is where all the weather has been as of late. These areas of low pressure continue to move on, bringing some snow to the Sierra Nevada range and also moderate to heavy rainfall at times all the way into Montana. Temperatures across the U.S., a cold pool of air right there from Chicago, Cleveland, up to Toronto and Detroit, Minneapolis also into the low 50s there, but much warmer over the central United States. Washington at 60 degrees, and now it's at 86 in Phoenix. For boaters, east winds turn to the northeast. Start off breezy at 15 knots, subsiding somewhat 5 to 10 throughout the midday, and the UV index is going to be high tomorrow with lots of sunshine and water temperature at 74 degrees. We'll see a high of 81 at area beaches. Now, high tide upcoming at 3:34. Low tide will be at 8:48. And another high tide just 2:12 tomorrow afternoon. And it looks like sunrise will be at 7:06. Mostly clear, warm and breezy, 62 for your low. And then for tomorrow, look for another nice day, albeit a little bit warmer in places and just a slight chance for a shower or two. Northeast winds at 5 to 10. The extended forecast does call for warm temperatures. A chance for showers comes late next week on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, the weather cooperated yesterday to go out and do a little fishing, and the fish are still biting out there, and there's quite a few of them. Here's more. Well, it was nice to see Mama Osprey feeding her little fish hawk on this morning as we make our way out to the middle grounds of Sarasota Bay. Free-lining sardines or greenbacks using Longshank gold hooks. This family from Georgia was down celebrating Passover, and Merrill, or Papa, catches the first keeper.
This bag will be sideways.
What is
why
it?
it's so hard. That's why you're fighting so hard. Oh, yeah. There you go. Spanish mackerel.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy.
Hey.
The captain says bring a lot of hooks because they can hit hard.
Get him. Oh, man.
No.
Twice. Bam, bam. They got it.
They had those razor sharp teeth, and they just like zip you.
That's why you had to hold on to that rod tight. Yeah, I did.
Granddaughter Sophie wasn't about to lose this one.
Oh, it's great to have the mackerel biting.
Sophie's 7'1" boyfriend, Yardin Willis, who's going to be globetrotting to Israel this year to play on their team, wasn't going to be shut out as he scores his own.
How'd that feel? Hey, get that on the news tonight.
Everyone was having fun, it seemed, even these dolphin, who were enjoying their day in the bay. At one point, a huge cobia came up and slammed little Jeremy's catch, but it got away. That wasn't the case in this one, as Papa helps this Gator fan haul one in.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Jeremy got a blue.
Wow.
Jeremy.
Hey, remember, take your kid fishing, because someday they may take you.
Wow,
nice
Jeremy.
Blue fish.
That's a big one, Jeremy. Way to go.
Yeah, they had a fun time out there. A lot of good times ahead by all. Beach fishing adventures. There's Steve Herrick on the right, actually showing off the fish that this gentleman, Tanner Whalen, caught. Nice one. And Captain Brian Marcy has a client catching a nice big snook, too. Snook season in a couple of weeks is over for a while, so keep that in mind. Mangrove snapper Renee Robbins actually boating this one. This was from Captain Larry McGuire. That's a huge, huge mangrove snapper, too. And speaking of tournaments and big fish, we saw a couple, actually 4 tarpon at the dry dock, right there by the dock. Johnny is Johnny's friends, Captain Johnny's friends. So anyway, tarpon tournament, the 87th, the longest running tournament. That's Saturday, May 6th through June 11th. And the kickoff banquet starts in May 4th, this next Thursday at the Hyatt Regency in Sarasota. Check-in is at 6 o'clock. And this is a kind of an interesting tournament. There's all sorts of different prizes, and it's well attended. A lot of folks out there enjoying that. It goes for a stretch of several weeks, so it should be fun.
So sign up.
That's right.
All right. Thank you, Bob. Florida businesses installing renewable energy devices on their properties may soon see tax breaks under a bill moving ahead in the legislature. A Senate panel unanimously advanced the bill to its last committee stop today. The new measure is meant to create a plan that puts businesses on equal footing with residential properties for property tax exemptions. A police officer in Georgia is off the job tonight, fired just 1 day after he's seen on video kicking a handcuffed man in the head. ABC's Danya Backus has the details.
It was 2 videos that helped Gwinnett County Police determine what happened during this routine traffic stop was unacceptable.
The video speaks for itself.
The latest video shows Sergeant Michael Bongiovanni punching 21-year-old Demetrius Hollins in the face. In a second video, he's handcuffing Hollins and then forcing him to face the ground. Hollins is accused of driving on a suspended license and carrying a small amount of weed. And when backup comes, Gwinnett County Officer Robert McDonald is seen kicking the man in the head. It's clear in this booking photo, Hollins is injured.
All I can say is I wish this never happened to me.
I'm literally sick about it.
Thursday, the police chief responding to the video, saying both Bongiovanni and McDonald have been fired, and the district attorney is now waiting on a police investigation to decide if there will be charges.
The suspect was not resisting. At that point, that's it. There should have been no other application of force.
The police chief says they fired both of the officers within 24 hours of this incident, and they've now launched a criminal investigation. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The Florida House is signing off on an ambitious $200 million plan to shift students from failing schools to charter schools run by private organizations. The House voting today for a bill that would offer up money to build schools of hope in urban and poor neighborhoods. Supporters of the legislation say it will help children stuck in failing schools, while those who oppose it say the state should be spending money on traditional public schools, not these charter schools. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a preview of tonight's show. I hope you like it.
Jimmy, I was so excited when she gave me a hug and kiss, and all the fathers were like, one of them went like this, who's that? And I just like, one of my girls.
I love big bling for little Ching. That's why I only wear Spectralite diamonds from Created Gems. Or I wear nothing at all.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
one.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
So many times we underestimate the human spirit's drive to recover. We often see people surpass what any of us might have expected initially. The Rehabilitation Pavilion at Sarasota Memorial is the top of the line. It allows us to really bring the patient's recovery to the next level.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the blingiest of them all? You are, with Spectralite diamonds, all gorgeous and affordable. Only found at Created Gems, where you always get big bling for little Ching.
Now, sports.
The opening round for the RBC Heritage began in Hilton Head, South Carolina today. Bud Cauley taking the lead after a strong finish. Some highlights of Cauley's game, a great approach as he sets up birdie on the 16th hole, and then another on the 17th, and then another on the 18th. But for many viewers, Cauley was not the only one getting some attention on the course. An alligator made a starring appearance. He plopped right down into the water and then watched, there he goes, from a distance. Meanwhile, Dustin Johnson's injured back must be feeling better. The world's #1 player announced his return to the PGA Tour today, saying he will compete in the Wells Fargo Championship in May. Johnson was among the favorites to win the Masters last week after winning 3 straight tournaments. But a fall at his rental home hurt his back the day before, forced him to back out of the tournament at the last minute. The Pirates visiting Fenway tonight to take on the Red Sox. Bottom of the 8th inning, the Red Sox down 3-1, bases loaded, 1 out. Hanley Ramirez at the plate when Ramirez crushes one to center field, as you just saw there. And Starling Marte can't make the play. All 3 runs come home to score. But they would review the play, showing that Chris Stewart is able to get the tag down on the ankle of Mookie Betts right here. They would overturn the call, so close. Still, the Red Sox tie the game at 3 and end up pushing ahead with another run to win the game. The final score, 4-3, Red Sox win. One of the NFL's most influential and popular executives has died at the age of 84. Pittsburgh Steelers chairman Dan Rooney passed away today. Details on how he died, that has not been released yet. Known as a powerful force, the chairman helped develop the Rooney Rule, under which NFL teams are now required to interview candidates for coaching and front office positions. He made the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2000. He will be missed. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers straight ahead.
My Hometown Fest is coming to Nathan Benderson Park Saturday, April 15th. Join us for culinary favorites from across the U.S. paired with your favorite craft beers. There's also great live music and activities for adults and kids. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
It's the season of savings right now during the spring clearance event at Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can own one for just $24,999. Or get one of America's longest-lasting pickups and save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
This Saturday only, save 40% off factory direct windows. Bring in your measurements for on-the-spot pricing.
Since 2004, Embracing Our Differences has used the power of art and education to promote diversity. One way it accomplishes this is through its annual outdoor exhibition of 45 billboard-sized works of art, each accompanied by an inspirational quote. Join us in creating a community that is inclusive for all, where differences are embraced and individuality is celebrated. We invite you to celebrate the voices and visions of diversity and inclusion at this year's exhibit at Sarasota's Island Park.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Tickets are going fast for My Hometown Fest, being held from noon till 5 p.m. Saturday, April 15th at Nathan Benderson Park. Enjoy foods from 40 area restaurants, 60-plus craft beers, live music, and lots of fun. Buy your tickets today at myhometownfest.org.
A scientist says NASA is closer than ever to identifying a celestial body that might be hospitable to life. These are images taken by NASA spacecraft on Saturn's moon Enceladus. They indicate that hydrogen is pouring into an underground ocean, which can start a chemical reaction key to life. Meanwhile, the Hubble telescope saw possible plumes of warm water heating the surface of Jupiter's moon Europa. Both findings published today may increase scientific interest in these celestial bodies in our solar system that do contain water. We know you have to have water to have life, so maybe there's life out there, Bob.
Yeah, I was reading about this on the web earlier today, and it seems like that may be the case. Methane being released, and that's all a part of it, and some great shots there. You never know.
You never know
ET
what
phone
lurks
home,
out
right?
there, and
That's
it would
right.
take us so long to get there to discover it, but hey.
Hey, they could have another way of travel, though. You know, they could find us. Yeah,
they could find us.
They're
That's
watching
freaky.
us right now. I'm convinced of it.
Just us for this newscast. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.